Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. So now I want to teach how many rows you will make before you start the main work on your shoe. So like I said, this is a beginner class for those that don't have experience, those that want to learn how to crochet shoes, those that want to start up crochet business. Okay, so today I want to teach how many rows you can make on the foundation before you start the main work. Okay, so if you have not seen how I made this foundation, please check out the video is on my page, okay, for you to know how I was able to achieve this part. Today we will learn how many rows we are supposed to have here before we start up the main work. So I already made a tutorial on the size of thread you are supposed to use, is also on my page. So if you don't know the size of thread you are supposed to use as a beginner, kindly check the tutorial for you to know how many thread you are supposed to use. So if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Okay, support your girl by subscribing and also turn up the notification bell, share, comment, and share to others, those that are looking for crochet tutorials, crochet shoe tutorial, those that also want to learn how to crochet. You can also share to them. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section because I'll be dropping tutorials from time to time. Right now, I want to make tutorials for beginners to learn. So you can be checking it from time to time, or make sure you turn on the notification bell. That's the only way you will know when I post a new tutorial. So let's start. So this is where we ended the last time. So this is where I join it with the slip marks, no, slip stitch. So I'm going to make a chain here, and then I'll still put it in the same hole like this. Remember, we are using single crochets. Okay, so this is single crochet. You put it in the next stitch, yarn over. See, we have two loops. You yarn over again and pull through the two loops. Move to the next stitch, yarn over, bring it out like this. You have two loops, yarn over again and pull through the two loops. This is how you can get single crochet if you don't know what single crochet is all about. So put it again in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the two loops. Move again to the next stitch. That's how you keep doing it this way. Put it in the next stitch. We have two loops now, and then pull through the two loops so you can see how it is. Very simple. Okay, you will continue doing it this way until we get to the until we get to last stitch. Okay, until we get to this place. And don't forget, if you have any question, please do well to ask. Okay, so this is it. So this is it. So I'm going to complete the remaining stitches here. So I'm going to join it here with a slip stitch. out. So this is first row. You can choose to leave it like this depending on the person's leg. If the person have fat leg, maybe you can complete two. If the person have a slim leg, you can choose to leave it to add just one row like this. But if you want to add two rows, it's still the same process, okay? You make a chain and then start from the first stitch here. But I think two rows is the normal, okay? Whatever you're doing, don't exceed two rows, okay? Depending on the design you want to do, but I think the normal rows is just two rows like this. You can see. We just add another row, okay? But because of the design I am making for a client, this one has a pattern. So let me work on the pattern. But if you're working on plain pattern, just do the first one I did now. Just add another row on top of this one. So for this one, because it's a pattern that I'm making, so I'm going to make a pattern on this one, not a plain one. I'll pick one here. This is a single crochet. Then the second stitch will be under it, under the stitch. One will be up here normal, one will be under the stitch. So I'm going to place it under this stitch because I'm using pattern for this. The next stitch I'll pick it up here, the second one will go under. Next stitch will be up here, the second one will go under it, under the stitch. The next one will be up here, and the next one will be under. You can see the pattern I'm talking about. We pick one up, one down, one up, one down, one up, one down. So that's what I will keep doing on this second row, and that's the last. That's the last, okay? Like I said, two rows is okay. Two rows is okay before you start the main work on it. Two rows. You can choose to leave it, leave one row. You can choose to complete it two rows, but you should not exceed two rows. So one will be up, one will be down, one will be up, one down, up, down. Like this. So I'll go around with it and stop here. So you can see I'm on the last, second to the last stitch. So I'm going to pick it and then so this is it. You can see it all around. So I'm going to join it here with a slip stitch, and I use my stitch marker. So this is it. So this is how many row you can make after the foundation before you start the main work. So for the front, please, if you have stitch marker, do use stitch marker. It will help you to mark it, to get the right stitches for your work. So for the front, we are going to measure out measure out 9 stitches. So first of all, you trace the middle. This is the middle. This is the middle. So I'm going to put my stitch marker in the middle. So on this side, I'm going to count out 4 minus the one in the middle. By the side here, I'm going to count out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to place my stitch marker on the fourth stitch. I'll count out 4 again on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now put my stitch marker on the fourth stitch. So you can see we have a total of 9. So you can see we have a total of 9. Here, this is 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to put my hook on the first stitch here. Then I'll bring the yarn. So you can see I picked this first stitch, but uh I'm not going to pull through this way. Normally I was supposed to do it like this, but I'm going to move to the second stitch. You can see I picked 2 stitches and I'm going to join them together. You can see. So this is 1, this is 2, so 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. On this last 2 stitches, I'm going to pick them together, exactly what we did here. So 1, 2. You can see I have 2 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to turn around. I will skip this first stitch here. This one, I'm going to skip it and then work with the second stitch. And this is the last stitch here. I'm going to turn around and I'll pick 2 from the side. I'll pick 1, 2. So this way, as you're picking, make sure you're hiding this yarn by the side. So I've picked 2. So here now I'm going to skip this first stitch, this one, and then work with the second stitch. So I'll pick up and then I'll pick 1 down, pick 1 under the stitch. The next one will be up, the second one will be down, up, down, up. Then I'm going to pick the last one here. Then here I'm going to pick 2 stitches by the side here. Can you see? So I'm going to turn around. So these are the 2 stitches. I'm going to skip this one first one and then pick the second stitch. So you turn around and pick two by the side. One, two. So I'm going to skip this first stitch here, yeah, and then work with this one. So remember we are making pattern. So I'm going to pick under here. I'll pick up here. And this is the last stitches. This is the last stitch here. You can see. Then I'm gonna pick two here. Turn around. I'm skipping one here and then picking the second one. So this is the last stitch here. I'm going to turn around, pick two here. One and two. Skip one here, pick the next stitch. So you will keep working on it like this. When you get to this place, pick two by the side, skip one. By doing that, you are adding it. Okay? So as you are doing it, you keep coming up. Remember, we started with 9, but let's count and see how many we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can see we have 12 because we picked two by the side, skip one. That one you are skipping, you are adding it. If you don't want it to add, you skip the two. It will remain the same stitch that you started with. But if you want it to be adding as you are working, then when you pick two by the side, skip one and pick the remaining one. By so doing, you are adding it. Okay, as you are working, you're adding it, it will be coming up. Keep doing it like that until we get to how many rows that we want. Okay, so I'll keep doing it like that. Add, pick two by side, skip one. When I get to the other side, I'll pick two again, skip one, and then come back. That's what I'll keep doing until I get the exact rows that I want for the front. Then I can now start working on the back. Okay.